Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays. I almost forgot my internet handle for a second. And today we are going to be talking about December. Yes, it is almost that merry month where, there's much festive joy and happiness going around and, spending time with family and friends and realizing that it's only one more month till Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. What? Did you think something different? Well, let's talk about December for Brave Exvius, because Brave Exvius on the JP side doesn't have a live stream in the month of November for near the end of the month. It's actually going to be FanFest in the beginning of December, which is really interesting for a whole bunch of reasons. One, I'm interested to see if the next banner or the next story update or anything was going to be posted in-game before we get to the event, or whether we're just going to have to wait to the event to see what we get. Now, the event is happening in Tokyo. The Fan Festival will be happening at the Messe, which is one of the biggest halls in the entire world for a convention. Every year there are many conventions held there. Nintendo has had it. Tokyo Game Show. Does Tokyo Game Show happen there? I don't actually remember this. Huh. I didn't go to TGS this year. It doesn't matter. It's not important. But Brave Exvius will be having an event at the Legendary Hall. So we're just I feel like we're gonna have to wait to see what December has in store until that event. But that doesn't mean that I can't make predictions, because even though I am still going to this Fan Festa in Tokyo, that's right, get a couple of days in Tokyo. I'm really excited for that. Let me tell you, I'm real excited to be going to Tokyo. Anyway, the Tokyo event is going to probably tell us quite a few things. So for the month of December, here's what I'm expecting. I think we're going to see the second bit of Final Fantasy V. We know that there is a new feature coming to the game where you can fight the final bosses from other Final Fantasies. This is really interesting to see how the difficulty will be on these and whether this is a big event or a weak event or, what kind of characters you're going to need to get through this, but interested to find out. And that means that probably CG Bartz will be coming. He will be our next CG character, and about him, he'll probably be accompanied with a new version of both Lena and Ferris. If I had to guess, I assume that's who you go for. And I don't know, maybe you just make the three characters that we got from the recent Final Fantasy V banner, Exdeath, Kryl, and Galoof, all bonus units as well. I don't really know how you handle this one, because do you just use old characters for a bonus? I don't know exactly how you do this, Mog King Alum. It could be also that CG Bartz will be pushed back till the end of December, because the thing was that I remember hearing in one of the more recent live streams on the JP side is Bartz was supposed to be coming about the end of December, or the end of November, sorry, but that didn't happen. We got this banner instead. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on, and as for next month's Mog King, if it doesn't turn out to be Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy VIII? Another version of Squall 1 year later? CG, I guess? Or maybe something different entirely. Maybe it won't be any CG characters. It's kind of hard to tell. So my bet personally is Final Fantasy V and Bartz, just back-to-back Final Fantasy V events. And if it's not Final Fantasy V, because a CG character needs more time, which I think is kind of a reasonable assumption, I am going to take a prediction that instead we will see Final Fantasy IX. Oh yes, I'm going to say CG Zidane. I'm still keeping with one of my original guesses, which I think I made couple of months ago. I've been kind of predicting 9 was going to show up in December for a little while, because 9 has been a long time out without any events, and I think 9 is something that people want to see. So who knows, maybe we'll see 2 CG characters, maybe it really will be Christmas. Now for the rest of the month, I'm expecting a new story event character that is Final Fantasy Brave Exvius related, but I'm expecting them to be fan-made characters. I'm expecting that we're going to see some kind of original characters or some kind of special event come because of FanFesta. And after that, at the end of the month, I'm expecting no collaboration, but potentially either the Final Fantasy V event or another Final Fantasy, or I'm going to predict for the raid at the end of December, Final Fantasy XIV. It's been a long time since 14 has come, and I think it's about time that that comes back with units like Minvila and Ishtola, and I think all of those units need to come back into the game, especially for newer players. So I think that would be really good, potentially, to end. But I'm not only predicting that, I am predicting that at this FanFesta event, I'm going to make some other very bold predictions. One, I assume that everybody, everywhere, in all the JP side, will get at least 10 UOCs as a gift. I'm making that prediction right now. It could turn out to be totally wrong, but I think it is 100% right. All other bonuses are above and beyond this, but I think we will all get 10 UOCs just as a flat gift. So that means that I assume we'll get more UOCs, but we'll see what happens. But 10 is the bare minimum. I'm also expecting a rainbow rate increase to a flat 5% into the future. Why? The rainbow rate hasn't changed for a long time. Now we are starting to see banners with just new rainbows and nothing new for the 3 or 4 stars, so it's time. And as Super TMRs become more necessary, it is 100% time to increase the rainbow rate. I think that is 100%. We will also finally find out how you earn Super TMR Moogles in the game, and I expect it to be incredibly super weighty to try and get. Now, outside of that, I am expecting that FanFesta will have some major announcement for collaborations into the future. I think that Alan wants to keep players for a long time, so they will start baiting people into the future, starting with, of course, the Kingdom Hearts 3 collaboration banner that will come at the end of January. I think they're just going to tease it for now, but I'm pretty sure that we will get a Kingdom Hearts collaboration. Record Keeper got one, so I think it's only fair that we get one. That's what I'm basing that on. Anyway, and for another collaboration, I think that there is another collaboration that will happen if certain rumors are to be true, and I think that is Parasite's Eve. There's some rumblings that something's going on with Parasite's Eve, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see maybe that collaboration, because that collaboration would be pretty hype for a lot of old Square Enix fans. So yeah, those are my predictions for the month of December. Will they come true? What are your predictions? Well, you tell me, or write them in the comments below, and maybe if I get time between my busy schedule, I will be able to read them. But no matter how you look at it, should be an interesting month in December with a FanFesta coming up. Let's see who has the better FanFesta, Global or JP? Nut up or shut up, Alan? Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. What's the worst that could happen? Just had to say it.